Mason Middle School as we get underway with a big-time GMC match between your Mason Comets and the Lakota East Firebearers. Hello again, everybody. I'm Trevor Rose, joined alongside Jacob Cameron. And Jacob, it's going to be a big-time match between two top teams in the GMC, both sitting about in the top 5 overall in the GMC. Comets slightly ahead, though.
Yeah, I feel it, man. This is a tense game with many tough energy going into it, man.
You look at the team stats. Lakota West sitting 10-10 in the GMC with a 289 batting average as a team. The Comets 14-8. They are tied second in the GMC, has a 332 team batting average. But the ERAs are where it's at. Both of them kind of in the middle of the pack for the GMC. The Comets have a 3.52 compared to Lakota West 3.84. Both teams getting on base very well. The Comets just close to about 500 getting on base as a team.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing to see. It's from both teams, a great energy and tough teams to just go against in general.
A highlight player for Lakota West, Jordan Bymashi, 23 hits on 58 plate appearances for a 397 batting average. Has a 453 on base percentage, 14 RBIs, 8 of her 23 hits going for doubles. And then on the flip side for the Comets, what we have here.
Morgan McBrayer has 74 at-bats, and she's hitting for 459 average with 19 runs and 19 RBIs. She's doing pretty well, if you ask me.
And she's getting on base about half the time, so half of every game she's on base, and that could lead to a lot of runs scored for this Comet team. You look at the GMC standings, the Comets overall, their run differential about 66 compared to Lakota West with just a 27 run differential. We'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, it will be first pitch here from Mason High School. Welcome back here to Mason High School, and on the mound for your Mason Comets today will be number 18, Leah Hugenberg. On the season, she's pitched very well. The last time that we've seen her as a broadcast was in that Fairfield game. Man, it was kind of iffy on how that game went. Hugenberg on the year, 39 in the third innings pitch, 3-1 record, has a save, 45 strikeouts with a 4.093 ERA. So the first pitch to Cope will be popped up in the air. The left fielder is in on it, and she makes the catch. Left fielder today for today's action will be Aubrey DeWood, and she gets the put out on the first pitch of the outing for Hugenberg. So coming to bat here in the second spot will be Leah Whitmer. She will be playing left today for Lakota West. Here's the first pitch from Hugenberg to her. Will be just low, so that'll be a ball. Whitmer on the year. 12 hits on 53 appearances for a 226 average. Has 3 doubles and 2 triples. That one just a bit low. So 2-0 count now from Hugenberg to Whitmer. That one fouled right back to the screen. So 2-1 count now from Hugenberg.
West being able to read these really tough but easy pitches really fast. When we saw the first ball was It's a hit already to left field. I mean, this team's reading really great.
They're trying to be aggressive here to the sophomore Hugenberg as that one's fouled back to the screen again. So we'll even up the count at 2-2. Whitmer, fourth on the team in RBIs behind Bimashi, who we highlighted earlier on in the pregame show, and then also with Kopp, who was the first batter of the game, and Bella Lucas, who will be right next. That one over to McBrayer, and she makes a great play to rob a base hit from one of the bitter ends of this lineup. As you can see, that one barely getting to it. McBrayer, great job there from her.
McBrayer not afraid to get dirty, and as we saw in the intro, I mean, she's one of a kind for this Comet team. She's a star and a needed player.
So 2 down now. Bemishi will come to the plate. That one in for a strike. Bimashi gets the start on the mound today for Lakota West, and this is her first varsity appearance on the mound. Bimashi on the year, 23 hits. Yak in there for a strike. 0-2 quickly on Bimashi. Hugenberg looking for 46th strikeout of the year and her 51st of her career. Outer half called a ball, real close, 1-2. Hugenberg last year as a freshman had 6 games started, one of them being complete game. That one, foul tip, caught, strike 3. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Hugenberg, so we'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, the Comets will come to bat for the first time here today. We'll be back here after a quick break here on ICRC.
Wow.
Welcome back here at Mason High School. On the mound will actually be Ava Gilbert, the leading pitcher for this Lakota West team in innings pitched and strikeouts, and also wins. Ava Gilbert on the mound, 17 games played in this season, 79 2/3 innings pitched, 8-7 overall record with 111 strikeouts and a complete game shutout. 3.69 ERA. Also has a whip of 1.45.
Trevor, she's dangerous, man.
So leading off will be Becca Zellner, the center fielder. Pitch to her will be up and away for a 1-0 count and a ball start for Gilbert. Gilbert's last action that she saw was on the 1st of May against Princeton, where she pitched a complete game, 7 innings. That one's called on the outer half for a strike. She went 7 innings, gave up 1 hit and 1 run that was not earned, had a walk, and 12 strikeouts. 12 punch-outs. Her worst outing of the year coming against Lakota East, who obviously a lot of teams have had bad chances in the GMC this year, as that one swung on and missed by Zellner against Lakota East, where she pitched a total of 4 2/3 innings, had 13 hits and 11 runs earned. 6 strikeouts in that game, also had 2 walks. Lakota East by far and away running away with this division lead, but the Comets are still in the race as that one missed 2-2. Zellner steps in with an even count, 2-2. The pitch. Outer half missed. So full count now for Zellner. Zellner on her year, 33 hits on 75 plate appearances, and 7 being extra bases. And that one's outside, so she'll walk. Works a full count and walks. Brings up McBrayer. And this is a player to watch out for. Lead second on the team in RBIs with 19, one behind the freshman Audrey Renners, who's behind the dish tonight for the Comets. But she leads the team in hits with 34. Having 2 girls back-to-back with 30-plus hits is insane. Zellner thought about going, but the strike and the early pop-up for the catcher, Dornan, for West as McBrayer set. McBrayer has 7 extra base hits this season, 6 doubles and a triple. That one outer half missed. So 1-1 for McBrayer, and Zellner has given her a lot to look after over there at first with a great secondary lead. The 1-1 pitch. Outer half called a strike. So 1-2 now for McBrayer, and this is a desperate situation to try to get the bat off your shoulders, foul some away, or even poke them in for a base knock.
But she can't rush it either.
The pitch. That one pop foul and now to play. So we'll do over the 1-2 for McBrayer. Zellner was in full motion on that one, trying to swipe a bag.
She was ready. I mean, I would be too, especially with the hitter like this. You never know what's going to happen.
A hit and run could be possibly dilated here for the Comets. The pitch to McBrayer, lower half, called a ball. That one wild, but pulls into center field, and Zellner will have a stolen bag. That will be her 16th of the year. And she by far leads the team in stolen bags. Next closest, McBrayer with 9.
A little wild throw from the catcher there. I don't know if she got nervous or she was just, I don't know what's happened there.
Well, counts even at 2-2. The pitch to McBrayer, right down the middle, and strike 3. McBrayer goes down looking for the first out of the inning. So now coming in will be Sadie Hayes, junior for the Comets. 11 hits and 43 at-bats, 2 doubles, and 2 have left the yard. Has 12 RBIs, batting at a 256 clip. Also a pitcher, has 28 in the 3rd innings pitched, 4-1 record with 31 strikeouts. That one low and away, and Zellner will swipe another bag.
Zellner is so versatile right now, and it's just on the field and as a hitter. She is doing her work. She's doing her magic to help this team.
When you're getting on base half the time and you're swiping bags 17 times when you're on base, that's just going to even up to be great time. The pitch swung through and missed by Hayes. Hayes playing first base today for the Comets with Hugenberg on the mound for the start. Here's the pitch to Hayes, and it's low. 2-1 count. The 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. 2-2, even it back up. The The 2-2 pitch coming. The pitch, and that one's hooked deep into left field. That one is gone. Goodbye, leave the yard, Sadie Hayes. That's a 2-run bomb for the junior, and the Comets are on the board.
Ooh, what a confident and powerful swing she took there. I mean, I heard that pop way back here, Trevor.
That was almost a no-doubter there by Hayes. That ball was crushed off the bat, and she takes her slow jog around the bases, and the Comets have a 2-run lead here in the bottom half of the first. Bringing up Renners. Renners does have some power, though maybe the Comets can make this already a 3-run game. Renners leads the team outright with home runs with 6 on the year. That ball was crushed off the bat.
I think it was high and far. I was pretty sure as soon as she hit it that it was gone.
Renners will come to the bat, 22 hits on 64 appearances, 6 have left the yard, 3 for doubles, 20 RBIs, leads the team, 3 stolen bags, batting .344 on the year. The first pitch to Renners, low. Check the runner, the appeal will be no on the swing. 1-0 count. 1 down in the bottom half of the first. Renners up after Sadie Hayes clears the bags with a 2-run bomb. That one swung through. 1-1. The pitch. That one fouled back, and oh man, that one came up into the press box here.
I got a little worried for my life there.
You would have been all right. It was a little bit away from you, but that ball came way back, went over the netting behind home plate. The pitch, the 1-2 is outside. Even it up back 2-2.
I think really, Trevor, this game is going to come down to these close calls that there's been. There's been so many pitches that can go either way, and that check from the swing earlier, I think that's what it comes down to at the end of this game. Man.
Yeah, and each Comet batter has made it to 2 balls and 2 strikes at least, as that one fouled back. And then Becca Zellner works a full count walk to start the game. McBrayer goes down looking after making it 2-2 and striking out, and then Hayes made it 2-2 and then left the yard. That one high, full count draw now for Renners.
I mean, everybody's being so smart about this. Even the infielders, they're being so smart watching the bunts, because there was a lot of bunts early on in the game. We saw that.
You'll see that often here with softball. Everybody trying to slap as that one's hit the center field. The center fielder's in on it, and she'll make the squeeze and the out. Renners is finally retired after working almost an 8-pitch at bat. So now it will be Aubrey DeWood. She'll come to the plate. DeWood 11 for 31, 6 doubles, 7 RBIs. She has scored 12 times. DeWood ready on, and that one on the outer half called a strike.
Aubrey DeWood with a .355 average, hitting .500 on base percentage.
That one down the middle for a strike. So 0-2 now. The pitch. way outside. 1-2. With how outside that pitch was, I mean, if there's a left-handed batter there, it would have been plunked and on first base. The pitch. Outer half missed again. 2-2.
She's trying to cut the corner, it looks like. She's trying to make it like a tight cut. Yeah.
Trying to paint that corner.
I just don't know if the umpire's not seeing it or if it's a...
It looks like it's just a bit off.
Yeah.
As the 2-2 now, the pitch home, and it's fouled away down the third baseline, all the way to the Comet pen. The Comets do have their bullpen towards the third base line, all the way over and behind their dugout. And then the Lakota West one will be all the way past the right field 195 spot. So they'll come again with the 2-2 count with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. DeWood will be sat down on strikes, but not after a big-time inning and a big-time 2-run blast from number 10, Sadie Hayes. She leaves the yard and makes the Comets lead 2. We'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, it will be the top half of the second inning here on ICRC.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
Welcome back here to Mason High School as the first pitch is outside to Bella Lucas. So it will be 1-0 count. On the mound still for the Comets is Hugenberg. She went 3 up, 3 down with a strikeout in the first half in her first inning of work. The pitch. That one outer half barely missed. 2-0 for Lucas. This is something that we've seen a little bit, but Hugenberg able to battle back. As Whitmer went 2-0, then went 2-2, and then a line drive caught by McBrayer as that one just barely missed. So now it looks like Lucas will go 3-0.
3-ball, no strikes.
Hugenberg looking to try to get a strike here, not go 4-pitch walk right out of the gate. That one right down the middle for a strike. So 3-1 on Lucas.
Hugenberg coming back as tough as she is. I mean, she can do it. She's reading the bunts. That just happened. Oh.
Swing and a miss. Swung through a fastball there. 3-2 full count now. Hugenberg on the mound. Bella Lucas stepping in to bat, number 5, playing shortstop today. 3-2. Swung on and miss. Strike 3. Swung through it there for the first out. So Mia Anderson will come to bat with 1 down in the top half of the second inning.
That was a great comeback from Hugenberg there, being down in the count and then striking her out. I mean, that's just amazing.
You go down 3-0 and you're able to battle back and get a strikeout on the full count. So here's the pitch down, will bounce in front of the plate. So 1-0 for Anderson. Anderson playing center field today for Lakota West. Had they put out when she squeezed on it and made the catch to retire Renners. The pitch will be fouled back, heads up behind us to the street. Both the baseball and softball field butt up against some pretty busy streets. The one right here going all the way back to Colin-Nixon Park, right by the high school in between Dwyer Field. And then Mason Montgomery obviously is the big one that the baseball field butts up on. It's that one we'll miss for ball two.
It's a bad time to be a car right now if I'm driving by. I'm watching for any meteorites or anything coming down on me.
Anything could come break a windshield. That one is cracked on to right. Right fielder is on, and she makes the grab for the putout. Mickelson out there and right puts the squeeze on it. And Anderson is now sat down.
That ball was crushed too.
That ball was hit pretty hard to the right fielder.
Just barely caught it, probably 5 feet from the warning track. I mean, that thing is...
It's pretty much on the warning track, if I would say. The pitch from Hugenberg to the left-handed Wilburn. Will miss. 1-0. Only 2 true lefties for Lakota West, and they do have a switch hitting batter as well, as that one will go for a strike, but mainly predominantly righties and all righty throwing. No lefty throwers. 1-1. The pitch is outside for a ball. 2-1 now. Next up will be the pitcher, Gilbert. She's on deck. Outer half, miss. 3-1. And we've seen Hugenberg try to battle back from this before. See if she can battle back here and get an out.
She did earlier. She was 3-0 down in the count. She didn't even have a strike on her.
Swung through and missed. So a full count now for Wilburn, and this is where Hugenberg can really thrive. She can make a challenge pitch to see if Wilburn can make contact with it or just blow it by her and get the strikeout, as that one will be fouled back and the count will stay 3-2. Gilbert on the year has 11 hits on 39 plate appearances. 3 of them have been extra base hits, 7 RBIs, batting .282 on the year. The pitch from Hugenberg on the 3-2. Swung through and missed. Strike 3 and the 3rd punch out for Hugenberg so far tonight. And that's another 1-2-3 inning for Hugenberg on the mound. We'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, the Comets will come back to hit here in the bottom half of the 2nd inning here on ICRC.
Might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Deep left field.
Welcome to another edition of What's Going Down the Dale.
Welcome. You're listening to the Human Resource.
Yeah, well, as he fight.
Welcome back here to Mason High School as we get ready for the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Leading off for the Comets will be number 13, Anna Polka. Also a pitcher for the Comets, technically in retrospect the ace. 59 1/3 innings pitched, 7-5 record, 50 punch-outs with a 3.89 ERA. A senior, as the first pitch she sees is on the outer half for a strike. Polka, though, 4 for 19 this season with a that'll make it a 2-11 average, 2 doubles and an RBI. Has not scored any runs in her 19 plate appearances. That one just outside and missed, 1-1. The Comets have a 2-0 lead thanks to a 2-run homer for Sadie Hayes in the bottom half of the first. The pitch in her half, called a strike. One and 2 count. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. The second punch out for Gilbert today. Both of them on, a third punch out. So now that'll bring up Claire Mickelson, who's playing in right field today. Mickelson, 14 hits on 45 plate appearances, 4 doubles, as that one missed, and 9 RBIs, 5 stolen bags.
She's moving, she's lightning.
One missed, 1-0 with 1 down in the bottom half of the second inning. Here's the 1-0, right in there for a strike.
Did not like that call at all. She turned and started looking at her coach in a unvery happy way.
The 1-1 comes home just low. 2-1 now for Mickelson. The 2-1 to Mickelson. Here's the delivery. Swung on and missed. 2-2. Swung on, fouled, unable to be corralled, so that will be a foul tip, foul ball. So the count remains 2-2. Mickelson has pitched this year in 3 games, 4 1/3 innings, has 2 strikeouts, has the lowest ERA on the team with a 1.6. And she swung through that one, but the putout will be caught. So a strikeout dropped third to be put out.
The hustle was noticed and the effort was there. She knew the catcher dropped it and she almost had a chance right at it.
After every single strikeout that you swing at, you should just go ahead and start running to first. The umpire will tell you whether or not it was caught, so just go anyways in case it wasn't. The Radke, outer half miss, 1-0. Radke this season, 4 hits on 29 plate appearances, a 138 average, 3 RBIs, a stolen bag, 5 runs. Kind of a utility player for the Comets, as that one will be just high. 2-0. Up next for the Comets would be Brooklyn Atkins. And then back to the top of the lineup. The pitch swung through and missed. So 2-1 now on Radke. Would be Gilbert on the mound. The pitch fouled right side. It'll go out of play first base side. So we'll even up the count at 2-2. Gilbert has struck out the 2 that she's seen this inning. She has struck out 4 so far in the game to put her season total to 115. The pitch Just low. Full count now for Radke.
That was a great take. I mean, that dropper it looked like, and that thing looks like it dropped the last second. That's a great take by her.
Radke on the year, 4 walks to 13 strikeouts. She has been hit by a pitch as well. Here's the full count. And strike 3. Get him looking. And that will be the inning. So the Comets go 3 up, 3 down in the second, all via the K. And Gilbert has 116 punch-outs on the year. We'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, the Comets will come back and start fielding against Lakota West Firebirds here on ICRC.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love. Love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
Well, back here at Mason High School, and leading off will be Ava Gilbert. She's on the mound for the Firebirds. The first pitch on the outer half called a ball.
Mason just trying to maintain their lead. Still early, you never know, but they're still just trying to maintain that two-run homer from early in the first inning.
The pitch. Outer half missed again. 2-0. It has been 6 up, 6 down so far through 3. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and missed.
She almost swung out of her shoes.
Now that one was way up and in, and she swung right through it. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed again. Another one up and in. That she swung through. So the 2-2 count now for Gilbert. The pitch. Foul tip right back to the screen. So we'll do over again the even count at 2-2. Almost got her chasing twice on that one. Gilbert on the year, 11 hits on 39 plate appearances. 3 extra base knocks. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Dropped third over to first in time. Way in time. So that will be a strikeout 2-3 put out for the first out of the third. So Lila Gilly will come up to bat. 8 hits on 45 appearances for a 178 average. The pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-1. One out. The pitch from Hugenberg. Outer half called a strike. So 0-2 on Gilly. Gilly a 178 average. On base only 283, 5 RBIs. Scored 10 times. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Foul tip caught by the catcher. That will be another strikeout for Hugenberg on the day. That's going to go ahead and be her 5th. 2 down now in the top half of the third. And up will be Reagan Dornan, the catcher.
Hugenberg is not scared of this West team. She's either up or she's down in the count. No matter what, she's throwing a strikeout. She's getting the out at first.
That's the strike in there. 0-1 on Dornan. Dornan on the year, 12 hits on 37 appearances, 3 RBIs, banged 324 on base, 400, swung on and miss. So 0-2, 2 down in the top half of the third. Comets only have 1 hit, and that was the 2-run home run in the bottom half of the first. As that one hit right through Hugenberg's legs. McBrayer over in time, got her at first. That one real close, but it will go in the way of the Comets. And that will end the top half of the third. We'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, the Comets are back to hitting here at Mason High School on ICRC.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A freeze-on mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Marymount. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
Welcome back to Mason High School, and the Comets will come back to bat here in the bottom half of the third inning. Gilbert's still on the mound for Lakota West. Coming up to bat will be number 4, Brooklyn Atkins.
Coach has to talk to one of his players.
And you see this often with the shortstop being kind of the captain of the infield. So kind of giving some words for him.
And some words to the umpire and the coaches as well.
So here comes the first pitch to Atkins, and that one's low for a ball. 1-0 count. And this is where Atkins can be kind of a table setter for this Comet team. That one foul right back, heads up, right back to us. 1-1. Atkins, 9 hits, 2 of them have gone for extra bases. 237 average, 7 RBIs. The pitch, and that one skied between the third baseman and the second baseman, and that will be the second baseman making the catch. A little ice cream scoop on the catch there. So that will be 1 down. Atkins popped up to the second baseman. So coming up to bat will be number 9, Becca Zellner. First time up, she worked a full count walk, stole 2 bags, and came around to score off the Hayes home run. Swung through and missed. Zellner was down 1-2 in the count, brought it back full, and then walked.
Continued to steal second and third after that.
Try to set a bunt down, but it will not be good. So 0-2 now for Zellner. Zellner, one of the highest on-base percentages on the team. The only one that has a higher one is McBrayer. The pitch, low and away, 1-2. Zellner on the year, she worked her 10th walk of the season. She's only struck out 8 times. The pitch, an outer, called a ball, a 2-2 count.
Hey, you have a great duo who's very vigilant and very ready at the plate. You have number 9, number 7 at the Comets. I mean, these people, both of these people are just so ready for anything.
Outer half missed again, work it full, 0-2 to full count for Zellner. Zellner on the year slugging 1.06 on the year. It's really good. Those are some better numbers than most major leaguers in the MLB do, but the 3-2 will be fouled back by Zellner, so we'll do over the full count again. I feel like OPS and the slugging is kind of a better number than what you would say your average is, as the pitch will be hit right to the third baseman. Caught back on the ricochet by the shortstop, but Zellner's safe. That was a hot shot over to the third baseman, off the glove and picked up by the shortstop.
That was a pretty play. Look at this replay.
It was off the glove of Lucas. Sorry, off the glove of Wilburn over to Lucas. Not in time, though, to catch the speedy Zellner. Time called by McBrayer.
Never seen a behind the full body catch like that.
Zellner away. Throw down, not in time. She swipes yet again, another bag, her 3rd stolen bag of the game. Her 18th of the year.
We talk about someone who's speedy. She is speedy. She's fast.
One down, runner at second. McBrayer 1-0 count on her. That one chopped back to the screen. 1-1.
Zellner was already halfway to third when that ball was, before that ball was even released. She's aiming, she's anticipating for this Comet win today against the number 1 seed in the GMC.
Pull back. No, she will keep it. She pulled it back in time. Two and one. A 1.092 slugging for McBrayer, as that one's in there for a strike. 2-2 even count. So the 2-2, 1 out, runner at second in scoring position. The pitch. Outer half miss. That will bring the count full. McBrayer struck out looking her first time up. That was in the bottom half of the first. And if it goes based on her on-base percentage, she's due for a hit or a walk here. She is due, as that one will be chopped back heads up. So we'll do over the full count again.
I mean, with an on-base percentage of .524, I mean, like you said, she's bound for something here.
She's due for a walk or a base hit, statistically. Coming set for the 3-2. The pitch from Gilbert is swung on and missed. McBrayer strikes out swinging. for the second out of the third. Coming up to bat, number 10, Sadie Hayes. You see the swung on and missed by McBrayer, but Hayes, her first time up in the bottom of the first, launched a 2-run bomb to left field. It was pretty much a no-doubter. I mean, that ball was leaving the yard. The first one misses. The sixth strikeout there for Gilbert on the day. The pitch. Outer half called a strike. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 to Hayes from Gilbert. That one chopped back foul to the screen. 1-2. One and two count now for Hayes. He launched her third homer of the season. The pitch. That one a little bit too high. 2-2 count. I would think here you'd send Zellner in motion, regardless of the fact that it's a 2-2 count with 2 down in the bottom of the third. You send her in motion.
She can get there.
That one chopped foul. It looked like she was going in motion.
Yeah.
Spoke that one into existence.
She can get there. She just got to do it. I mean, I know it's very contradicting, but that's...
I feel like that's what you have to do is send her in motion here with a possible hit and run scenario and get her home. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. That will end the inning. So Hayes swings through it, and she'll strike out to end the Comets' side of hitting, but not after Zellner gets a base knock and steals a bag on the second at-bat of the inning, but it will be 2 strikeouts and a flyout to end the inning for the Comets. She swung through it. Go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, it will be Hugenberg taking the mound for her 4th inning of work here on ICRC. Welcome back to Mason High School. As you can see, fans are packed to see a battle between 2 GMC teams, between Lakota West and the Mason Comets. On both sides, both Comet fans and Lakota West fans here to cheer on each respective team. Hugenberg has been really, really perfect, as some would say, on the mound through 3 innings. It's been a good one. So that one's hit right to McBrayer. Over to first on the skip. She is safe in time. So that will go ahead and, as I say it, break up the perfect game opportunity for Hugenberg.
That's right. Those little sneaky ones get away, and it's you got the pressure on you to help your pitcher out in the situations, and it gets to you sometimes, and sometimes that happens to even the pitcher themselves.
I feel like if McBrayer throws that one on a line, that she probably get it as a bunt set down. The third baseman will cover and take it over to first in time. Backside, try to get the back pick, but that will go ahead and go for a sac bunt, move a runner up.
Almost a 2-out play there. The bunt there. Nice throw to first, and then she noticed that the second runner on second base was off the bag by 5 feet, almost tagged her, and was able to get a nice play there. Just a little low.
Baimashi. Swung on and missed, so 1-1. Baimashi struck out in the first. Pitch. Swung through and missed again.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strike count on Jordan Baimashi. Time called in a conference between the first base coach and Baimashi.
I mean, how do you think these coaches addressing the common pitcher? I mean, Heimberg is on a roll today.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Look like as that one's popped foul to the screen. So we'll do over to 1 and 2. Comets have a narrow lead. Baimashi, based on statistics, is due for a hit. That one way inside. Trying to get the swing and miss that she was getting there in the third on the up and in. Hugenberg, the pitch. Right down the middle, strike 3. Get him looking. Backwards K for Hugenberg, and 2 are now gone in the top half of the 4th. That one right down Broadway.
Hugenberg coming back from another stressful batter. She's done this, what, 6, 7 times in a row? Coming back from down count. Just a little outside for the 1-0. Hugenberg, as I said earlier, is not phased at all by this West team.
The 1-0. Tipped into the glove of the catcher, so that'll make it 1-1. Hugenberg ready for the 1-1. The pitch. That one popped up in the air. Behind the dish, the catcher unable to scoop it. Foul ball, but 1-2 now for Bella Lucas against Hugenberg. Hugenberg has only allowed 1 base runner today.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. That one hit to the left fielder. The Wood scooped up in the air.
Oh
what a
my
catch!
gosh. Whoa!
Off the glove, slice off the bare hand, and finally caught in the left center gap by DeWood.
Wow.
And that saves a run.
Would you believe that?
That one was smoked off the bat of Lucas. And 1, 2, 3, 4 caught. 4 juggles for DeWood and the catch and the putout. We'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, the Comets will come to hit here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. We're on ICRC.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is, my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jackamek, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
Welcome back here to Mason High School as we get underway for the bottom half of the fourth inning. Coming up to bat for the Comets will be the four-hole hitter, Audrey Renners. She flew out to the center fielder her first time up. And if you just missed it, one of the best plays that we've seen so far in this game, a four-bobble catch by DeWood out in left. The pitch. That one hit right back up the middle and a base hit for Renners. That ball right back through the middle and almost right over the top of the pitcher's head for the base knock. See right there, she just sends the ball right back where it comes from.
Gilbert's still trying to find a rhythm, find a groove against this team, but it's getting tough now because these batters are anticipating it with a
number 11, Bella Testedo will come in as a pinch runner. Running for the catcher. Aubrey DeWood made the catch last inning.
Can she make the hit? She can make the catch, but can she make the hit?
You hope so, with kind of some speed on the base passes, kind of been the designated runner this season. On first, that one right down the middle for a strike. The pitch hit right at the shortstop. 6-4. Not in time for the 3 double play. But one down, it will be a fielder's choice.
She was thinking about running the second there. Nice ground play here. Safe by a mile. She noticed the ball went foul. She was really anticipating going second there.
If it kept going down the line towards the catcher, you'd think she would go. Polka, she'll come to the plate. Struck out her first time, takes a nice hack at it, missing. Polka batting at a 211 clip, 4 hits on now 20. It'll be about 200 now. The pitch, swung on and missed. The pitch, that one fouled back, heads up. Luckily, I parked it far enough away to where that shouldn't go hit my car, but knowing my luck.
Yeah, there's been many foul balls this game. I'm scared to be up here.
Yeah. We only have one real opening for a ball to come into. It's strike 3. And Polka has sat down on via the K again, her second time. Claire Mickelson will come up to bat. She struck out in the second part of a 1-2-3 strikeout inning. See, Polka just late on it. Mickelson struck out and then had to have a 2-3 put out to finish the strikeout. That one low for a ball, 1-0.
I said it earlier in the inning, Gillert trying to find her groove in this Comet team. I think she has now.
She gave up the 2-run blast in the first, and she's been dealing well since. Swung through and missed. That will be 1-1. She's only allowed 3 total hits in the game, one of them leaving the yard, has allowed a walk. And then another hit coming from Becca Zellner, and then a hit right up the middle for Renners. Outer half. Called a ball 2-1. The pitch. Fouled right back to the screen. Watch out, Jacob Cameraman. And you were really trying to move out of the way of that one. It goes right back to the screen.
You know, sometimes I keep forgetting there's a window right here, Trevor.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's probably a good reaction. At least you have the reaction time for it. The pitch. That one in the dirt, and taking off is Testedo, and she'll get there easily for her second stolen bag of the year.
Catcher wasn't even looking to throw there. Full count now.
Sorry, that would be DeWood getting the stolen base. The pitch. Foul back to the screen. That's DeWood's first stolen bag of the year. Time called for the base runner to tie the shoes over at second.
It's got to make sure she's laced up with that speed.
I mean, in case something bloops into the outfield, you might be able to score on it. The pitch from Gilbert. Swung through and missed. So another K for Gilbert, and the Comets are sat down here in the bottom half of the fourth. We'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, the top half of the fifth here on ICRC. And welcome into Mason High School. As you guys can see, hello everybody tuning in to today's game. In the broadcast booth, I'm Trevor Rose, joined alongside Jacob Cameraman. Jacob, thanks for joining me today. As Hugenberg has been dealing, only allowing one person on the base pass, and that was a leadoff single by Paige Kopp to start the fourth inning. So up will be Mia Anderson, and that one will go wide. Hugenberg ready for the 1-0. That one just missed. A little bit high. That one looks pretty good here.
That looked pretty sweet from where I am there.
Anderson on the year. She's played all 4 years of high school. She has 11 hits. Outer half called a strike. That one not as good as the pitch prior. 11 hits, 8 RBIs, 3 extra bases, 2 doubles and a home run. She's walked and struck out both at 11 times. That one high and away. Bounces to the backstop. So 3-1 count. 3-1, the pitch. Swung through and missed. So Anderson will go to a full count. Hugenberg, she's battled back a lot on these counts that she has been limited on. So the full count pitch, the payoff, is shot down the third baseline, and that is fair. DeWood picks it up and fires to second. Not in time. Fires to the cutoff. McBrayer, and that's a no-out double to start the inning. And Hugenberg has a runner on, threatening with no outs in the top half of the fifth.
You should always study your cutoff, but in that situation, I'm throwing straight to second. I'm taking that chance. I'm going right there.
Wilburn, she'll step in. The pitch, outside, missed. Hugenberg's thrown a lot of pitches outside the zone today, but luckily, a lot of these Lakota West players are reaching after it.
She's trying to get them to chase, which is a smart thing. I mean, she can't just put it down the middle for them every time.
And that one also in the same location. Runner from second almost went, but advises not to.
You try and get them to chase, and that tells you a lot about the batter if they're expecting something.
That one will get away to the backstop. A hard turn at third, but the runner will move up off the wild pitch. So Wilburn now has a 3-0 count, a runner at third, nobody out. Threatening here with some runs is Lakota West. The pitch. Bunt pulled back, but called strike, so 3-1 count.
Anything here to help that runner.
Swung through and missed. So now it will go from a 3-0 count to a full count. She can get an out here. This would be huge.
It'd be great. She has done it before.
That one popped up in the air, foul territory. And a great catch by a fan.
And if we were playing Savannah Banana, she'd be out.
Banana ball, I mean, that's a great rule. That's probably one of the best rules in the baseball world.
I love that rule. That's good.
Is if a fan catches the foul ball, it's an out. The pitch. Upstairs and a walk issued for Wilburn. Coach calls time.
I think as this time goes on, Hugenberg just takes her time to reset and settle back in after that double. It's hard giving up a double this late, but if you're a pitcher and you're starting, you gotta let it go, and you gotta focus on this next batter. And I think that's what she's trying to do, but I think she's letting it affect her a little bit.
Wilburn will be subbed out for Zoe Hirschner to come in and run for her. Hirschner on the year, scored 3 times, has not had a plate appearance. She has only been a pinch runner. The pitch. Foul territory, heads up. So 0-1, nobody out. And me personally here, if it's hit to your shortstop, I think I'd sacrifice the run and hoping, as that one is going to be down and it gets by DeWood. A hard turn, windmill at third. The throw home not in time. It's a tie game here in the top half of the fifth. No out, 2 RBI double for the pitcher Gilbert, and Gilbert gets herself back into the game.
That's just a heartbreaking catch. I mean, she had it and just missed her glove by a foot left, and if something like that happens, it's bound for something bad to happen. It showed right there.
What number, Coach?
Coach exchanging a few things with the umpire, and
looks like it will be a pinch runner. Bailey Heisman will go and run for the pitching Gilbert.
I think now if you're Hugenberg, you're looking bases. You've got to be more aware of your base runners now. Obviously, be aware of your batter, but be aware of the person on second. Be aware of the people around you. What's going on?
Hugenberg looking to work, try to get out of the jam. That one fouled back to the screen. Hugenberg set for the 0-1, the pitch. That one hammered into left field, foul ball.
Comets got saved with that one right there.
Yeah, they definitely did. That one just slightly foul.
That was definitely going to bring in the runner from second there. I mean, that thing was also crushed.
Just slightly earlier. Here's the bullpen, Anna Polka getting ready to go in the pen for the Comets, the team ace. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three, the first out. Hugenberg is able to muster. And it's going to be by way of the K. The 7th strikeout, and she swung right through the high heat.
That thing was high.
Reagan Dorner, Dornan for a strike. 0-1 count. Runner at second. It was a 2-0 game until the top half of the 5th. The inning we're in, and West brought two around off a 2 RBI double and a misplay in the outfield by DeWood, and the hit was by Gilbert, the starting pitcher for Lakota West today. The pitch. Outer half called a strike. One and 2 count now for Reagan Dornan. The pitch. High and outside. 2-2.
Just a bit high. Oh, man.
Outer half, no. Wow. Full count now for Dorner. Right, Dornan.
Dornan staying tough, staying strong in this. And
that one outside. A lot of people wanted that one, but won't get it. So 0-2 to full count. The pitch. Foul back to the screen. We'll do over the 3-2 again. Hey, Jacob, I'll give you props for that one. You did not jump out of the way and flail.
I was there to catch it.
The full count pitch, the payoff with one down, runner at second. You walk a batter and you bring it back to the top of the lineup. This is where trouble can happen, as that one is fouled away. So we'll do the full count again. But the leadoff man, Kopp, broke the perfect game in the 4th. And Kopp is second on the team in RBIs with 18 behind Bella Lucas.
Second base runner just holding there at second. Not really worried about the run yet.
And that's outside. A full count walk. So there's 2 runners on, one on second, one on first. Conference on the mound.
Team huddle, just trying to get everything out. I mean, that's the thing. You gotta let it all go. And you give up a 2-run homer, and you give up, a few runs here and there. But you just gotta let it go and get back to your game, get back to your zone. She was throwing 4 perfect innings until here.
Dornan will get a pinch runner. It'll be number 30 in the pinch run, Josie Kwiatkowski. Outer half called for a strike on Kopp. Kwiatkowski is one of those runners that Lakota West have that do not hit, but get on base as pinch runners and score. That one to the second baseman, not in time, in between. No one over to third, not in time. Bases are loaded, one out. And that's going to be an in-between infield base knock that load the bases for Leah Whitmer. And a pitching change will ensue. You can see the in-between hop to the second baseman. They could have probably went to second and gotten an out there.
There's just so much going on in that play. I don't think they were even thinking about that.
See if the coach decides to keep in Hugenberg. Yeah. Will he?
Looks like she is staying in.
She's staying in. They believe in her to get this double to get a double play here.
I believe in her too.
Get out of it.
She's been having a great game. I mean, I would trust her too. I still do trust her. Not saying I don't now.
So Whitmer coming to the plate. Whitmer, 13 RBIs, makes her fourth on the team. Only behind Bymishi, Kopp, and Bella Lucas. That one right down the middle for a strike. Only one down. Bases are loaded, so the play can go anywhere. If it goes right back to the pitcher, you're coming home and you're going to first for the double. The pitch. That one pops straight back up and over the stands.
It's raining softballs. Let me tell you that. It is. You know, with that trust, keeping her in the game comes a very thin line of action.
That one blooped through. That's going to score one. So now the game has been flipped on over. Lakota West have scored 3 runs in the top of the 5th, and they have go ahead and taken a 3-2 lead, each runner moving up one base.
Now it looks like they're going to make a pitching change.
They're going to have to here, and it looks like it will be Anna Polka coming in for the pitching change for the Comets. We'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, it will be Anna Polka taking over for Leah Hugenberg here on ICRC. Anna Polka is on for the Comets here with 2 down in the top half of the 5th. You see her stats: 59 in the 3rd innings pitch, 7 in 5 overall record, a 3.89 ERA, 50 punch-outs. Last time she saw action,
50 strike.
Yeah, was May 1st against Lakota East in that 9-5 loss. 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs crossed, neither of them earned. 2 walks, 3 punch-outs. Did not get credited with the loss in that game. The pitcher credited with the loss went to Sadie Hayes.
50 strikeout leads the pitching totals in general for her team.
And Lakota East had a complete game on the other side with Kaylee Crawford. Here's the first pitch to Bimashi. No, sorry, Bimashi is out of the game. It will be Gretchen Guth, the freshman. Looks like Bimashi was hurt and rattled a little bit. She got iced up in between innings. The pitch is low. Two now. That one popped up in the air, but foul. Oh, on top of the press box. That made a loud noise. A double play here will get you out of the inning with minimal damage, with the bases loaded. Inside, just missed. 3-1 now on Guth. 4 hits, and 18 at-bats, a double on one of her 4 hits, and as an RBI. The pitch. Low and walks in a run.
Comets have to pull the strings together soon. They have to tie these knots. Things are getting pretty loose out there, and it's
They're about to be completely around the lineup. Bella Lucas is the 9th batter seen this inning. On deck is Mia Anderson, who started with a double. Home for 1. That's all they get. They get the lead runner, which is what you want. So that will go down as a fielder's choice for the second out of the inning.
If you can't
but
get
the
that,
bases are still loaded.
Yeah, if you can't get that double play, don't worry about it. Get home. That is where you need to protect, and right there she does very well. First place she's looking when she got that ball is home.
Mia Anderson steps in for her second plate appearance of the inning. Her 3rd of the day. Pitch is missed.
Just up and away.
2-0. Beautiful night for some softball here at Mason. Just high, 3-0. Polka in danger of walking in another run.
It's finally a solid 58 degrees here. It feels amazing.
A 3-0. Right down Broadway for a strike. 3-1 now for Polka. The team, that team leader in RBI says that one's low, and a walk will be issued and another score. So Wilburn will come up for her second appearance. She walked earlier in the inning. The pitch is too high. Polka not been as efficient so far, as that one is in there for a strike. 1-1.
You can be down 3-2, whatever it is. You look at this infield for the Comets, and they still look like they're winning, and they still look like they want to hold ground, and that's exactly what you want to see out of your infield.
Just missed. That one was painted on the outer half.
That's a tough break, definitely. You gotta, pitches like those matter, and it all just comes down to what the umpire thinks. So as 12 re-enters.
Yeah, they pulled her for a pinch runner earlier in the inning, and then they brought her up to bat, and then they forgot to tell the umpire that she was re-entering. So technically, if the Comets would have caught that, then that would have been an automatic out, but they did not catch it. But now it will be 2-2. That one high, so makes it a full count. So full count, 2 down for Wilburn. Comets down by 3, all 5 across for West in this inning. Zellner makes the squeeze and the out. So that will be the end of a pretty much just a horrible inning defensively for the Comets. So we'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, it will be the bottom half of the 5th here on ICRC.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
First item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freeze-On Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Merrimont. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
Welcome back to Mason High School. The Lakota West Firebirds scored 5 in the top half of the 5th inning. Comets have been scoreless since the bottom half of the 1st. Delaney Radke up, and it's called a strike. The 0-1 to Radke. She pulls back, bunts it, foul ball.
Bunts have been a big thing for both teams here. I've seen more bunts than fly balls today. Foul ball, sorry.
Been a lot of foul balls today.
It's been a lot of bunts.
Radke swinging here with the 0-2 count. Nobody gone. The pitch. And that's chopped to the first base side. First baseman gets it and throws it on over. 3-4 put out for the first out. Brooklyn Atkins will come out. She foul popped to the second baseman, and warming up for the Comets is number 10, Sadie Hayes. Is that one shot foul first base side? It will go out of play. It would be Sadie Hayes warming up down there for the Comets. 28 in the 3rd innings pitch, 4-1 record, hoping to come try to bolt something down. The pitch to Atkins is swung on and missed. 0-2 count for Atkins.
Struck out her last at bat, looking for something great here.
The pitch, and that one hit right to the second baseman. The second one That puts out Atkins by the second baseman. So 2 gone in the bottom half of the 5th. Zellner is up. She's 1 for 1 today. She had a single in the 3rd inning. She walked to lead off the game for the Comets. Stole 2 bags in the 1st, stole a bag in the 3rd. And she swung through and missed on that one. But came around to score in the 1st after a home run by Hayes. And then was stranded at 2nd in the 3rd. The pitch. Bunt pulled back, 1-1. Tried to appeal to see if she offered down. Did not. And pulled the bunt back safely. The pitch. Called a strike. On the outer half, came back to the plate. So 1 ball, 2 strike count with 2 gone in the 5th. The pitch. Outer half, no good. 2-2. Zellner looking to slap something the opposite way, or a pulling slap.
Or something.
Just get on base.
Or something, exactly. Get on base, help your team out the most you can. You're fast, you're vigilant with the ball. Gotta help.
That one hit right to the 3rd baseman. Not in time. Zellner beats out the infield single. So Zellner's on, gives the Comets some hope here in the bottom half of the 5th. Morgan McBrayer, is 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out twice, 1 looking, 1 swinging. And she is ultra due here.
When you talk about that speed, I mean, that keys into a really big part of those ground balls. I mean, you gotta beat out those balls, especially in this kind of game.
Zellner thought about going, won't. As that one missed outside, 1-0. Zellner has the team lead outright in steals, has 18 on the year, 3 in this game. Time call by McBrayer.
McBrayer just wants to perfect things and get some things ready for this pitch.
In there for a strike, throw down. Zellner steals yet again another bag. That's her 4th stolen bag of the game.
I'm looking to center to 3rd if I'm the coach here. And another foul ball. There must be more than 20 foul balls behind us. 2 on the roof, 3 whatever. There is so many behind us right now.
That'd be a 1-2 count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Zellner at 2nd. And Zellner caught up in between, the throw down, and it skips by. Zellner coming home. She will score. It will be a stolen base, an error by the 3rd baseman to get her home. A 5th stolen bag and another run tacked on for the Comets now with McBrayer in a 2-2 count.
Gets caught up in a pickle there and throws off the catcher, makes her throw a bad ball, and she gets it to the outfield, giving her plenty of time to run and score.
The most stolen bases in a national high school softball game as that one set to left. His 13 set back in 2008. Zellner is 8 short of that goal with 5, but that will end the bottom half of the 5th. We'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, the top half of the 6th inning here on ICRC from Mason High School.
first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freeze-On Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Marymount. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
We are back here for the top half of the 6th inning. Lakota West in the 5th batted around and went from Mia Anderson all the way back to the person after Claire Wilburn. So Ava Gilbert will lead off. Just missed.
Tad inside for the batter's likings.
Gilbert, 1 for 2 today, had a smoked double that brought in 2 runs in the last inning. Outer half again missed. She struck out in the 3rd. The 2-0 from Polka to Gilbert. And that will be right to McBrayer. McBrayer on to first in time.
Line drive to first base, that was. Absolute amazing, clean catch, nice throw. Exactly what you need out of your infielders. Outfielders too, clean throws in. Smacks the ball and zips it right over there, no problem.
I mean, she threw that on a dime over. They call a strike on that. That one looked a little bit outside. Goalie is 0 for 2 today. She struck out twice. She was the first out in the 5th and the second out in the 3rd. The pitch from Polka. And it skips in front of home plate, so it'll be 1-1.
You think you could ever swing at those kind of pitches like that?
I've seen a couple people swing at pitches like that, and I will say that I wouldn't swing at a pitch like that, as that one is outer half. I'm not saying I haven't swung at a pitch like that before, but I typically wouldn't. The pitch is inside, so it's make it 3-1 count for goalie.
Yeah, she's put a circle around the zone here now. Now I think she hits it. I think she puts it dead center and
right to the 3rd baseman, over to first in time, and goalie is retired for the 3rd time today on the 5-3 putout. It was Atkins over to Hayes.
Reagan Gordon up to bat here.
Dornan is 0 for 1 tonight, and that one shot right to the right fielder, and it's caught. 1, 2, 3 inning.
Very simple, very fast inning from the Comets.
And that will be the end of the top of the 6th. We'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, it will be the bottom half of the 6th inning here for Mason High School on ICRC.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is, my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back here to Mason High School. On the mound is still Gilbert. She has been dealing since the first inning. Had an error that scored a run in the last inning, but the first inning, 2 runs scored, and it was off the bat of Sadie Hayes, who's up to bat now for the Comets. And that one fouled back and out of play. Another foul ball in this game.
Just like my good pal DJ Caleb said, another one.
That one down, 1-1. The 1-1. Gilbert is ready and set to Hayes. The pitch. That one fouled off the top of the first base dugout. One ball and 2 strikes now. On Hayes. Gilbert comes set, and the pitch is high.
Catcher looked like she had to dance around to catch that one.
2-2.
You can't start throwing these wild, weird pitches if you're West. You got to keep them under control here.
The 2-2, and that one's hit right side. Over, and watch out down there.
Watch out, cameraman.
That one fouled away for Hayes, so she'll go ahead and go again on the 2-2. There's the cameraman down there that had to dodge that one in order to stay so he wouldn't get hurt on it.
That hero. You're braver than I am, cameraman.
From one cameraman to another. I mean, that is bravery as the 2-2. That one is hit left field side. Shortstop is up underneath it, and she'll make the catch. So the first out now will go for Hayes. Coming up will be Renners. She is 1 for 2 today. She flew out to the center fielder her first time up, and then smoked one right back up the middle, and then was out later on a fielder's choice. The pitch in there for a strike. Her last at bat, she didn't waste any time, going right back up the middle.
She got up, went up swinging. I hope she's able to do that again here. Just plop it right in the middle of short second center.
That one just missed, 1-1.
Good framework by the catcher there, though.
1-1. One down in the bottom half of the 6th. One of the last real opportunities for the Comets. Pitch. That one is hit in between ball for left fielder and center fielder. Left fielder will catch it and get the out. Yeah.
I mean, these are great hits. There's nothing wrong with how they're hitting this ball right now. It just happens that these
just off the end of the bat.
Yeah. See the outfielder there making the catch, smiling, laughing jokes about it.
Up now will be Aubrey DeWood. She's 0 for 2 today. She's got it into a fielder's choice, and she grounds right to the shortstop and in time to get the out. So that will be the end of the bottom half of the 6th. The Comets are down by 2. They have to limit the damage here in the top half of the 7th. They have a shot at making a comeback and walking it off in the bottom of the 7th. We'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, it will be the top of the 7th here from Mason High School on ICRC.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
We are back here for the top half of the 7th and what could potentially be the final inning here from Mason High School. Anna Polka still on the mound. She came in to relieve Leah Hugenberg in the top half of the 5th. The pitch, and that one popped up in the air, called off. McBrayer will make the catch for the first out of the top of the 7th. That was Paige Kopp. That will be caught. The pop out to the shortstop. So Leah Whitmer will come in. She's 0 for 1 today. Has a sacrifice bunt and a walk. One missed. Sorry, she had a base hit her last time up. High, 2-0.
Yeah, talk to this infield is just amazing. Everybody's communicating with each other. As you saw the last play, McBrayer was very, very loud and very anxious for that ball.
3-0 now on Whitmer. In there for a strike, 3-1. Outside, missed, ball 4.
Next up, number 31, Gretchen Booth.
Conference between 16 for 3, so coming in will be Bailey Heisman. It's a run for Whitmer. And will be Gretchen Guth. It was Jordan Bymashi, but she got hurt, it looked like, and came out of the game. Tried for the sack bunt, didn't pull it back. Missed it for a strike.
Almost got the out at first. That runner never came back in time.
Pitch is inside and it skips away from runners. The runner will take off, and that will be a wild pitch with Polka and a ball. In there for a strike. 1 and 2 count.
Meeting here with the batter, letting her know some things that could be coming from this pitcher.
Foul back. So 1 and 2 count, 1 down. Top half of the 7th, and what could possibly be the final inning. The pitch swung through. Runners can't find the ball. It'll be a strikeout, wild pitch.
She gets the first on it.
And the runner, the lead runner, Heisman, will get over to third. So runners on the corners, 1 down. You can see that one got all the way to the screen. So in will be Bella Lucas. She leads the team in RBIs. Going not in time. So a stolen bag for Guth.
Runners on second and third.
Double play's no longer in order here.
Gotta throw home if this is a grounder.
At least force them to stay at third and go to first. Just missed. So 2-0 on Lucas.
If they're trying to cut the lead and keep the lead where it's at, only 2, you gotta throw home if this is at all makeable.
If she comes home, though, you don't have to go home in this situation. 3-0 count. In there for a strike.
It's a very needed and heavy strike right there, too. That would have loaded the bases up, and that would have been catastrophic.
The 3-1, the pitch, and it is low, and it gets away. A run will score on the walk. And she gets all the way to second on that as well.
1 run scores, and it got double out of that.
A double on a free pass. Now 2 runners on.
Runner at third made a very sharp turn. Very, very want to go there.
And they take the ball away from Polka, and Sadie Hayes will come in to pitch for the Comets as they get another player to come play first base. We'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, it will be the rest of the top of the 7th here on ICRC. And pitching now for the Comets after a 6-3 round lead for Lakota West will be number 10, Sadie Hayes. Hayes on the year, 28 in the 3rd innings pitched, 2.22 ERA, 31 punch-outs on the season. And they'll get ready to play. Hayes does have a shutout in her time playing, has a 4-1 overall record in 8 games pitched. With like I mentioned, the 2.22 ERA, but has the lowest whip on the team. Just walks per hit and hits per inning at a .882. The pitch. That one, excuse me, pop up to the first baseman in time. Runners fake a tag, and that will be a pop out, 3 unassisted for the second out of the inning. That was Mia Anderson.
Looked like an accidental swing there.
So Claire Wilburn will come up to bat. Wilburn ready, 2 down, 0-0 count. That one fouled right back to the screen. Wilburn is 0 for 2 today, does have a walk, and later had a pinch runner come around and score 4. The pitch. Outer half, not called a strike. 1-1. 2 runners on at first and at third and second. It's a 3-run game. The Comets had a 2-0 lead early on, and they were unable to bring anything else as that one is fouled back. 1-2. They have not been able to score outside of the error by the catcher that brought in Zoner after she swiped her 5th bag of the night. The 1-2. Outer half low. 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2.
Ooh, just a bit high.
Looking pitch. Wow.
Wow, yeah, just a bit high for the up, and that got a little bit of the crowd's attention there.
Full count now for Wilburn. That pitch looked beautiful. The pitch.
Foul ball.
Foul ball. We'll do it over again on the 3-2.
Yeah, I think that last pitch was pretty, very pretty. That was right there, right where it needed to be. Sucks they didn't get called.
The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Wilburn goes down. That will be the 3rd out of the top half of the 7th, and the Comets are coming to bat down by 3 at home in the bottom of the 7th. We'll go ahead and head to a break. When we get back, it will be the bottom half of the 7th here from Mason High School on ICRC.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Back here for the bottom half of the 7th. Stepping in for the Comets will be a pinch hitter, number 15, Alex Seinen. 8 hits on 28 appearances. Outer half called a strike.
This is lock-in, focus moment time. This is your last opportunity of the game to slim this lead, if not tie it, and if not, walk it off.
Alex Seinen's 4th year on varsity. In there for a strike, and Gilbert is dealing here in the 7th. She wants this complete game. Signing on the year, 8 hits on 28 plate appearances. Overall, she has 13 hits on her career. Does have a home run, which came last season. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Sign-in will go down for the first out of the 7th. So now stepping in will be number 3 for the Comets. Brooke Henson will step in and pinch hit for Mickelson. That one chopped foul.
What a snag. What a third base catcher right there. Not catcher, wow, excuse me. Coach. Nice barehanded grab.
Last ditch effort for the Comets. They're bringing out the pinch hitters against a great batter, and that's a foul ball.
I didn't have it clear out of the box. On top. Coach. Real talk.
And ump goes to talk about this fair foul ball situation.
Honestly, I think this is going to be an out because she was outside the batter's box when it hit her. Regardless of the fact that it's a running start, since she was out of the batter's box and it hit in foul territory and hit her, she is out.
Oh, wow.
Will be an out. So that was just, I don't even know how to score that. That's just going to be an out off of...
Off her.
Off of her.
Off of her. I mean,
can't even write anything for that.
It's just her.
Yeah,
and,
that will be the second out of the inning.
And we see Coach here just trying to get an understanding of it because just as him, we are all confused. Everybody up here, every fan here, everybody's confused. It's a very slim thing you don't see very often in any kind of sport. their own out.
You don't see that often. But when you do, you can kind of understand the rule. Because she was out of the batter's box and in fair territory, and it hits her, that's going to be considered a live ball and you're out. That's why if you're a slap hitter, you want to try and run in kind of foul territory, but it's hard to do. It is very hard to do. So up now will be number 5, Audrey Hunt. She'll pinch hit for Radke. Outside, no good.
A chance to keep it alive for Mason here. Just anything really, up any middle, up a gap. Just anything to keep yourself and your team alive here is definitely a big need.
Or an Audrey Hunt home run here would do wonders. Audrey Hunt bomb.
You know, if we had a homer just like we did in the bottom of the first inning here, this game would not be this stressed.
Hunt does not have a home run yet in her career. Could this be one of them as that one goes foul back? Another foul ball behind us. Jacob, we talked about it during a break. You could probably go get all those balls
and resell them. Yeah, you get rich real fast.
Yeah, those are some high-quality softballs that can go back. The 2-1 to Hunt is just low, 3-1. Hunt looking to walk. Adkins still on deck. Hunt ready to go. The pitch. Outer half, she walks. So Hunt will get on base, and that will bring life with Brooklyn Atkins coming up to bat. She does have 7 RBIs on the year, 9 hits. She is 0 for 2 today with 2 pop-outs to the second baseman, one being in foul territory, one being in fair territory.
Would you try and send runner here, Trevor?
No, I wouldn't even try to risk the out as that one fouls off the mask of the catcher.
I mean, you can't risk the out, but you can't risk the opportunity. I think it can go either way, but that's such a big decision that coach ultimately has to decide.
There's 2 down though, but you don't want to give up if you steal the bag and her get thrown out. You don't want that. That one will go outside, 1-1. So I think you keep her stationary. The sun's starting to peek through a little bit in the clouds here at Mason.
It's a beautiful day for softball, may I add.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for sports in general as the 1-1 pitch. The hit foul, watch out, Lakota West dugout.
Flying fly balls, flying everywhere. I mean, I don't know if you're safe anywhere on this field.
If you get on base here as Atkins, you're bringing up your top of the lineup, your two best hitters in Zellner and then McBrayer to try to put this game on ice as that's fouled straight back. So we'll do over the 1-2. A base hit here, or if you can make it come back into a walk, is what you're looking for to bring up your top of the lineup and to keep this game alive. Obviously, a strikeout here would end it. 1-2. That's hit right back to the pitcher, Gilbert. 1-3 put out, and that will do it here for Mason.
As tough as both teams fought and as tough as both sides of the ball fought, this game was a great game no matter what. It's a tough energy by both teams, two really good, matched evenly teams. You love to see a softball game like this.
The Comets were out early to a lead, 2-0, and then kind of explosion for the Comet defense in the 5th inning, which led to most of the runs scored for Lakota West today. Lakota West will move to 11-10 on the year and move to 8-6 in the GMC. The Comets will fall to 14-9, 11-4 in GMC play. I've been Trevor Rose, joined alongside Jacob Cameron, and a special thank you to ICRC for having us out here for today's action between Lakota West and Mason. Have a great night. Comets fall.